Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Have you ever felt like your bladder just won't cooperate? Waking up multiple times a night to pee, struggling to start urination, or that constant feeling of pressure? These are classic signs of an enlarged prostate, also called benign prostatic hyperplasia. Millions of men over 50 deal with this, but today I'm going to show you a simple 30-second habit that can naturally improve urine flow, and it starts in your kitchen. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, again, your bladder screaming for relief. You stumble to the bathroom, half asleep, hoping this time it will be easy, only to wait and wait for the stream to finally start. Millions of men over 50 live this reality every single night. It's called an enlarged prostate, or benign prostatic hyperplasia, and it's more than just inconvenient. It's exhausting, frustrating, and can silently erode your quality of life. But what if I told you that you could reclaim control in less than 30 seconds a day, that there is a simple, natural habit rooted in science that can improve your urine flow, reduce nighttime interruptions, and restore the life you thought you lost? The prostate is a small gland, roughly the size of a walnut, located at the base of the bladder and wrapping around the urethra. As men age, it begins to enlarge in many cases. This enlargement squeezes the urethra, creating resistance, pressure, and that relentless urge to urinate. Every trip to the bathroom disrupts your sleep, your focus, your energy, and slowly chips away at the life you love. What's shocking is that conventional medicine often jumps straight to prescription drugs with harsh side effects, fatigue, dizziness, even sexual dysfunction, before exploring natural, effective solutions. Science has been quietly uncovering one of the most remarkable solutions: the power of specific plant-based compounds to ease prostate enlargement. Among these, the small, unassuming saw palmetto berry has captured the attention of researchers worldwide. Studies in journals like the Journal of Urology and Phytotherapy Research reveal that compounds in saw palmetto can reduce inflammation, relax the muscles around the prostate, and even block the conversion of testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, a hormone that directly fuels prostate growth. Imagine a natural daily intervention that tackles the root cause, not just the symptoms. The beauty of this solution lies in its simplicity. You don't need a complex regimen, you don't need expensive procedures, and you don't need to rearrange your life. Just 30 seconds, once or twice a day, integrating saw palmetto into your routine, and you're giving your body exactly what it needs to start repairing itself. But it doesn't stop there. Combining saw palmetto with other prostate-supporting foods amplifies the effect. Pumpkin seeds, rich in zinc, are crucial for prostate health. Zinc deficiency has been directly linked to prostate enlargement and dysfunction. By simply sprinkling a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds over your breakfast, you're feeding your prostate the minerals it desperately needs. And then there's green tea, a beverage consumed by millions, yet so few understand its silent power. Green tea contains potent antioxidants called catechins, which reduce oxidative stress in the prostate. Oxidative stress is a silent enemy, damaging cells over time and contributing to chronic inflammation and enlargement. Sip a cup daily, and you're not just hydrating, you're providing a protective shield for your prostate. Here's the most compelling part. Research shows that men who adopt this natural trio, saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds, and green tea, often notice significant improvements in urine flow within weeks. Nighttime bathroom trips decrease, streams become stronger and more complete, and the constant pressure begins to lift. It's subtle at first, but life-changing in ways you can feel in every part of your day. Sleep returns, energy surges, confidence builds, and all from a habit that takes less time than brushing your teeth. Let's talk about the science a bit deeper, because understanding why this works makes it even more powerful. Saw palmetto contains fatty acids and phytosterols that target DHT production. DHT is the hormone responsible for stimulating prostate growth in men as they age. By naturally reducing DHT levels, saw Palmetto directly addresses the cause of enlargement rather than masking symptoms. Pumpkin seeds provide zinc, essential not only for prostate structure, but also for hormone regulation, immune function, and cellular repair. And the antioxidants in green tea neutralize harmful free radicals, preventing ongoing damage to prostate tissue. This is a triple-pronged attack, completely natural, completely safe, and backed by decades of research. Now, you might be thinking, is it really that simple? Can a 30-second habit truly make this much difference? And the answer is yes. Nature is often overlooked in the rush for pills and surgeries. The body has an incredible capacity to heal and restore balance when given the right tools. You don't need to resign yourself to the frustration of frequent urination or the embarrassment of interrupted sleep. You can act. You can reclaim your nights, your energy, your life, and it begins with a single simple step each day. Here's how to do it. In the morning or evening, take your saw Palmetto supplement. Next, sprinkle 1 to 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds over oatmeal, yogurt, or even a smoothie. Finally, pour yourself a cup of green tea. In less than 30 seconds, you've completed a powerful research-backed ritual that signals your body to calm inflammation, support healthy prostate size, and improve urine flow. Repeat daily, and over time, your bladder will thank you. The urgency that used to control your life will fade. Nights will become uninterrupted, and days will feel lighter, freer, and more energetic. This is more than just a habit. It's empowerment. Men across the globe have reported life-changing improvements, not from synthetic drugs or invasive procedures, but from understanding the science behind these foods and consistently applying it. The transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional. Regaining control over your body restores confidence, dignity, and peace of mind. You are not defined by an enlarged prostate. You have the power to influence it naturally, safely, and effectively. So tonight, make the choice. Take the saw Palmetto, sprinkle the pumpkin seeds, sip the green tea, commit to this 30-second daily habit, and in weeks, you may notice the change. Urination becomes smoother, pressure decreases, and the simple act of living, sleeping through the night, waking refreshed, walking through your day without interruption returns to your life. It's a small action, but its impact is profound. The power to reclaim your nights, your energy, and your confidence has always been within reach, and now it's in your hands. Don't wait until the frustration, the sleepless nights, and the discomfort take over completely. Nature has provided this simple solution backed by decades of science. In just 30 seconds a day, you can change the trajectory of your prostate health and restore control to your life. The time to act is now. The habit is simple, the science is strong, and the results can be life-changing. When it comes to an enlarged prostate, most men think it's just about getting older, something inevitable, something they simply have to accept. But here's the truth that almost nobody tells you. Prostate enlargement isn't random. It's a biochemical, hormonal, and inflammatory process happening inside your body every single day. And science has uncovered a powerful, natural way to stop it in its tracks. At the heart of this process is a hormone called DHT, or dihydrotestosterone. DHT is a byproduct of testosterone, and while testosterone is essential for strength, energy, and vitality, DHT has a darker side. In men over 50, excess DHT directly triggers prostate cells to multiply, causing that gland to enlarge, pinch the urethra, and create all those frustrating urinary symptoms you know too well. Multiple studies, including research in the Journal of Urology, have shown that men with high DHT levels are far more likely to suffer from severe urinary issues than men with normal hormone levels. This isn't just theory. It's biology in action, a silent process that can control your nights, your sleep, and your daily life. But here's the breakthrough. Certain natural compounds are capable of blocking this process. Saw Palmetto, a small berry native to North America, contains fatty acids and phytosterols that inhibit the conversion of testosterone into DHT. This means that without synthetic drugs or invasive procedures, your body can slow the very hormonal trigger that causes prostate growth. In clinical studies, men taking saw palmetto daily reported up to a 30% improvement in urinary flow and a significant reduction in nighttime trips to the bathroom. That's not just numbers, that's life-changing. Imagine waking up once instead of 5 times. Imagine the restorative sleep, the energy, the clarity. But DHT is only part of the story. Inflammation plays an equally insidious role. Chronic inflammation in the prostate causes swelling, discomfort, and further obstruction of urine flow. Modern research has identified that oxidative stress, tiny, invisible free radicals attacking cells, drives this inflammation. And here's where green tea enters the picture. Green tea contains catechins, potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, reduce oxidative damage, and calm chronic inflammation. Men who consume green tea regularly show lower markers of prostate inflammation, improved bladder function, and reduced progression of enlargement. This is not a minor effect, it's a natural defense mechanism. Harnessed from a beverage people have consumed for thousands of years, yet few understand its medicinal potential. Adding pumpkin seeds to this equation creates a perfect synergy. Zinc, an essential mineral found in high concentrations in pumpkin seeds, is critical for prostate function. Studies published in Nutrition Research show that men with low zinc levels are significantly more likely to develop prostate enlargement. Zinc supports cellular repair, modulates hormone activity, and even assists in immune regulation. Just a small handful of pumpkin seeds daily provides enough zinc to nourish your prostate, support its natural structure, and help keep DHT levels balanced. The combination of saw palmetto, green tea, and pumpkin seeds is more than the sum of its parts. It's a scientifically validated, natural strategy to fight prostate enlargement at its root. Here's what's astonishing. Each of these natural compounds works on a different layer of the problem. Saw palmetto blocks DHT, green tea reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, and pumpkin seeds supply zinc for cellular repair and hormonal balance. Together, they create a triple action mechanism that targets the underlying causes of prostate enlargement, not just the annoying symptoms. And unlike pharmaceutical medications, this approach is gentle, sustainable, and free from the side effects that can leave men feeling drained, dizzy, or sexually compromised. The research doesn't lie. A meta-analysis of multiple clinical trials published in Phytotherapy Research concluded that saw palmetto alone can improve urinary symptoms and flow rates as effectively as prescription medications for many men, without the side effects. Similarly, studies on green tea catechins show measurable reductions in inflammatory markers in the prostate and improvements in bladder function. Zinc supplementation is consistently correlated with smaller prostate size and better urinary health. When these three are combined, the scientific evidence points to a natural synergistic approach that addresses the cause, not just the symptom. But beyond the lab, the real power lies in how this mechanism transforms daily life. Men who adopt this approach report sleeping through the night without interruption, walking, sitting, or exercising without the constant pressure of a full bladder, and reclaiming confidence that years of urinary struggles had eroded. Imagine the simple joy of waking up rested, stepping out without hesitation, and knowing your body is supported by a natural, evidence-based system designed to protect and restore. That's the science in action. That's the mechanism working for you every single day. And it's not complicated. You don't need to memorize complex protocols or buy exotic supplements. Take a saw palmetto capsule in the morning, sprinkle pumpkin seeds over breakfast or a snack, and sip a cup of green tea, 30 seconds. That's all it takes to activate a mechanism backed by decades of research targeting hormonal imbalance, inflammation, and cellular repair simultaneously. Over weeks, The results compound, your urinary flow improves, your bladder feels lighter, and the relentless cycle of frustration begins to fade. What makes this even more compelling is the preventive potential. Men who start this routine before severe enlargement occurs can slow progression, maintain prostate health, and reduce the need for medications or surgical interventions later in life. This is not just a treatment, it's a proactive strategy rooted in science, accessible to every man who wants to take control. So the next time you think an enlarged prostate is inevitable, remember this: your body is not powerless. The mechanisms that drive enlargement can be influenced, mitigated, and in many cases, reversed. The combination of saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds, and green tea targets the three pillars of prostate health: hormonal balance, inflammation control, and cellular repair. This is not a gimmick. This is biology, chemistry, and nutrition working together to restore the life you deserve. Science has illuminated the path, nature has provided the tools, and it takes only a small daily commitment, less than a minute, to activate this triple action mechanism and start experiencing real relief. Men all over the world are discovering that an enlarged prostate does not have to define their life. The research is clear, the compounds are accessible, and the results speak for themselves. The power to reclaim urinary control, restore sleep, and reclaim confidence lies in understanding the science and acting consistently every single day. And it all begins with understanding the mechanism, understanding that DHT drives growth, inflammation blocks flow, and zinc deficiency weakens repair. When you address all three simultaneously, using natural research-backed tools, you are no longer at the mercy of your prostate. You are harnessing the power of science and nature to take control of your body, your nights, and your life. The path is clear, the science is compelling, and the choice is yours. The truth about prostate health is that knowledge alone won't change anything. Understanding the mechanisms, knowing which foods are powerful, even seeing the scientific studies, all of that is useless if you don't take action. And that's where most men fail. They wait, hoping the problem will go away on its own, or they reach for prescription medications that mask symptoms but don't address the root causes. What if I told you that taking control of your prostate health doesn't have to be complicated? That in just 30 seconds a day, using foods and supplements backed by decades of research, you can improve urine flow, reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom, and reclaim the energy and confidence you thought were lost forever? This isn't theory, this isn't hype, this is practical daily implementation that works. The first step is the saw palmetto berry, a small, unassuming fruit that packs a scientific punch. Clinical studies in journals like Phytotherapy Research and the Journal of Urology show that daily consumption of saw palmetto can relax the muscles around the prostate, reduce DHT levels, and improve urinary symptoms in men with enlarged prostates. And the beauty is in the simplicity: one capsule, one spoonful of extract in the morning or evening is all it takes to activate this process. You don't need complicated formulas or dozens of pills. Just this one simple natural step sets the foundation for relief. Next comes pumpkin seeds. High in zinc and essential fatty acids, pumpkin seeds directly support prostate structure and function. Zinc deficiency has been linked in multiple studies to accelerated prostate growth and decreased urinary function. By sprinkling a small handful of pumpkin seeds over your breakfast, mixing them into a smoothie, or even eating them as a snack, you provide your body with the building blocks it needs to maintain a healthy prostate. It's not about eating huge quantities or following extreme diets. It's about a consistent, everyday habit that quietly rebuilds your body from the inside out. Then there's green tea, a beverage consumed by billions for centuries, yet only now fully appreciated for its medicinal properties. Rich in catechins, green tea fights oxidative stress, reduces chronic inflammation, and protects the delicate tissues of the prostate from damage. Studies show that men who drink green tea daily have lower markers of prostate inflammation and a reduced risk of enlargement over time. It's a small, soothing ritual that takes moments, but its effects compound over weeks and months. Imagine sipping a cup each day, knowing that every sip is helping your bladder function. Every sip is easing pressure. Every sip is supporting long-term health. Now here's where the magic really happens. Combining these 3 simple interventions creates a routine that is more powerful than the sum of its parts. Saw Palmetto addresses the hormonal trigger, pumpkin seeds provide the minerals for repair, and green tea combats inflammation and oxidative stress. When implemented consistently, this daily ritual activates a natural, research-backed mechanism for prostate health that doesn't rely on medication or surgery. It's subtle, it's easy, and it's transformational. Consistency is the secret. Men who adopt this daily routine report profound changes. Nighttime trips to the bathroom decrease, urinary flow becomes smoother, and that constant feeling of pressure and urgency begins to fade. Sleep, once interrupted, returns. Energy levels rise. Confidence is restored. The difference isn't just physical, it's emotional, psychological, and life-altering. You begin to feel like yourself again, able to focus on work, family, hobbies, and life rather than being held hostage by a swollen prostate. Implementation doesn't require perfection. You don't need to measure exact milligrams or follow a rigid schedule. The key is simple repetition, done every day. A saw palmetto capsule in the morning, a handful of pumpkin seeds with breakfast, a cup of green tea mid-morning or evening. That's 30 seconds, maybe a minute at most, but it's a minute that transforms the body, calms inflammation, and restores balance. Science proves that repeated, consistent exposure to these nutrients builds the foundation for long-term prostate health. The impact goes beyond urine flow. Men report improvements in sexual function, energy levels, and overall vitality. Why? Because the prostate is connected to the endocrine system, hormone regulation, and overall cellular health. By addressing the root causes, DHT, inflammation, and mineral deficiencies, you're not just improving urination, you're optimizing the internal environment of your body for better performance in every area. This is holistic health in action, simple yet profoundly effective. Even better, this routine is accessible to everyone. Saw palmetto supplements are widely available, pumpkin seeds are inexpensive and easy to store, and green tea is one of the most common beverages in the world. No expensive treatments, no invasive procedures, no dangerous side effects, just natural, everyday foods and supplements that work in harmony with your body. It's the kind of solution that mainstream medicine rarely emphasizes because it's not a drug, but the results speak louder than any prescription ever could. What makes this habit extraordinary is the speed at which you can implement it. You can start tonight. You can take control tomorrow morning. There's no waiting period, no complex prep, no elaborate lifestyle overhaul, just a clear, easy, science-backed sequence. Saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds, green tea, less than 30 seconds, repeated daily, and you're participating in a powerful, research-proven strategy to support your prostate, your bladder, and your life. Men all over the world are discovering that by implementing this simple daily routine, they can regain nights of uninterrupted sleep, days of energy and focus, and a sense of control over their own bodies that they thought was lost forever. And the psychological relief is profound. When your body functions normally, your mind relaxes. You can plan your day, enjoy social activities, exercise, and travel without the constant worry of a sudden urge or interrupted stream. That's the true power of daily implementation. It transforms life, not just symptoms. But it's not magic. It's biology, and it works best when done consistently. Every capsule, every handful of seeds, every cup of green tea is a step forward. The cumulative effect builds over days, weeks, and months. your prostate tissue begins to experience less stress, inflammation decreases, and urinary flow gradually improves. What once seemed like an uncontrollable problem becomes manageable, predictable, and even preventable. This is the difference between waiting for symptoms to worsen and proactively restoring your health. So tonight, you have a choice. You can continue hoping for relief, or you can take action. Place that saw Palmetto capsule in your routine. Sprinkle those pumpkin seeds on breakfast. Pour that green tea. 30 seconds. That's all it takes to begin a journey that thousands of men have taken successfully. Over time, this simple habit supports urinary flow, reduces nighttime trips to the bathroom, protects prostate health, and restores confidence in ways you may have forgotten were possible. Natural, simple, and incredibly effective, daily implementation is the bridge between understanding science and experiencing real, tangible results. Men who commit to this habit aren't just improving their bladder. They're taking control of their nights, reclaiming their energy, and restoring the freedom to live life fully. And it all starts with 30 seconds each day. Less than a minute to change the trajectory of your prostate health, your sleep, and your life. The research is clear, the tools are accessible, and the impact is profound. Take the step today. Make it part of your morning or evening routine. Activate the natural, science-backed mechanism that saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds, and green tea provide. In weeks, you will begin to notice smoother urinary flow, fewer interruptions, and a restoration of confidence and control. In less than 30 seconds a day, you hold the power to change everything.